The yeas are 68, the nays are 31. The nomination is confirmed. Under the previous order, the motion to reconsider is considered made and laid upon the table. The President will be immediately notified of the Senate's actions.
And with those words, Jessica Rosenworcel gets another 5 years at the FCC.
REC, FCC Today, Michi Bradley.
This is FCC Today, the podcast for Tuesday, December 7, 2021. Earlier today, in a 68-31 vote, the Senate confirmed the nomination of Jessica Rosenworcel to be a commissioner on the Federal Communications Commission. Rosenworcel will be the first woman confirmed as chairperson of the FCC. For the past 10 months, she has been in an acting role. Jessica Rosenworcel is not the first woman to take the chair role. Mignon Clyburn served in an acting role as chair from May through November of 2013. Last night during debates, Local Community Radio Act co-sponsor Maria Cantwell, Democrat from Washington, had this to say about the Rosenworcel nomination.
Madam President, I rise to support President Biden's nomination to the FCC of Jessica Rosenworcel to be the chair of a new term of Commissioner of the Federal Communications Commission. In selecting her, President Biden has picked someone with great experience, with great knowledge of the FCC, and a moment where we need tremendous leadership. The FCC's oversight and scope touches just about every part of our domestic economy and our lives, and we know that in an information age, it can be an exciting time of a lot of change, but also of many real challenges. So know that this FCC chair will be challenged. There will be lots of things for every household, from affordability to reliability to protecting consumers to restoring an open and free internet to driving new spectrum innovation policy to safeguarding the public interest. There is a lot to do at the FCC. The policy decisions before the FCC are substantial, and Chairwoman Rosenworcel is committed to those priorities and, as I said, immensely qualified to lead at this critical moment. Before President Biden designated her to serve as chair, Ms. Rosenworcel had spent nearly a decade at the FCC, and she knows how to get things done, furthering the agency's work on important issues of helping to narrow the digital divide.
We also heard from Senator Ed Markey, Democrat from Massachusetts.
I, as well as Senator Cantwell, rise in support of Jessica Rosenworcel, President Joe Biden's nominee to serve as the chair of the Federal Communications Commission. In her time on the commission, Chair Rosenworcel has been a tireless advocate for consumers in today's fast-changing media and digital landscape. She stands up for consumers. She stands up for competition. She stands up for children. That is what the job of chair of the Federal Communications Commission is all about. It's standing up for all of those core principles that our country believes in. She has made it very clear that she does believe that Title II of the Communications Act is something that can be and must be used in order to ensure that we give full protections to broadband users in our country. Now more than ever, we need strong leadership at the Federal Communications Commission. As Senator Cantwell was just speaking, we have 12 to 17 million children in the United States who did not have the internet during the first year of the COVID crisis. And we were able to build in huge funding that has reduced dramatically the number of children who do not have the internet at home, but more work must be done. And the best way to do it is to add even more money into the Build Back Better bill. And if we do that, we will see that we are dealing with the fact that especially black and brown and immigrant children in our country have access to the tools which they're going to need to be able to get an education. The coronavirus is coming back. It's taken a U-turn, and its implications for the education of poor children in our country is dramatic. That's why Chair Rosenworcel is the right person at the right time in order to serve as the chair of the Federal Communications Commission. We have to ensure that competition is at the heart of our policy. That is Chair Rosenworcel. We have to make sure that consumers benefit from these innovations in technology. That is her agenda. And we have to make sure that children, every child in our country, gets access to the technologies that are going to be necessary for every one of them to maximize their God-given abilities. That is what Chair Rosenworcel is all about. I recommend, with the strongest possible a voice that I have, to have a very strong vote on the floor of the Senate to confirm her for the Federal Communications Commission.
In a statement released earlier today, Chair Rosenworcel said it was a tremendous honor to be confirmed and designated as the first permanent chairwoman of the FCC, and thanked President Biden for the nomination. She also stated that, quote, people across the country count on the FCC to support the connections they need for work, learning, healthcare, and access to the information we require to make decisions about our lives, our community, and our country, end quote. She looks forward to working with the administration, her colleagues on the commission and FCC staff, members of Congress, and the public to, quote, make the promise of modern communication a reality for everyone, everywhere, end quote. In a separate statement, Commissioner Brendan Carr extended his congratulations to Rosenworcel on her confirmation, saying, quote, under her leadership, the FCC has taken significant steps towards eliminating the digital divide, increasing support for telehealth services, and enhancing the security of America's communications networks. He has enjoyed working with Chair Rosenworcel over the past 12 months on what he described as, quote, a series of initiatives that have delivered results for the American people, end quote.
FCC Today.
FCC Today, the podcast, is produced as news breaks this holiday season. The podcast is now also available on YouTube at youtube.com/c/Michelle Bradley. Call or text the podcast at 202-963-0852 or email fcctoday@recnet.com. This has been a production of REC Network's Always On at recnet.com. I'm SPE certified broadcast technologist Michelle Bradley. Thank you for listening and stay safe. And congratulations, Jessica.
REC.